Hi everyone, we are from group 5. Today we're gonna learning Monte Carlo. The Monte Carlo is estimate the value of pi. Let us consider a question. Consider a square with side length 1 and a quarter a circle. Inscribe inside the circle and random point are selected by using index square. So let us begin at our Excel. So in our Excel we will use n. So our n actually we will use represent the number of the total point. Then for this n actually we will use until 1000 point, because we want to see whether 1000 point can give an accurate value of the pi. Let me drag first. So we drag, then drag. Okay, it's over. Then I need to come back again until 1000. Then let me wait first. No, it's over. Now it's 1000, so we can see that the net number is 1000 now. Okay, now we can see 1000 number are generated. So for the next column we will continue to generate a x coordinate, but this x coordinate is random generated by our Excel. So before we start, we need to select the column. So we will type B2 colon. We need to find your colon in your keyboard, Then we need to write B 1000. No, it's 1001. So after we select this, we will enter the formula. So we will enter RND random, then we close the bracket, then we press enter. After that, 1000 x coordinate are randomly generated for us in the Excel. So we no need to think about how I gonna do the 1000 point in use my brain. Don't worry, we just use Excel. So for the y coordinate, we also use the same procedure in the previous step. So we're gonna write C2 colon to C 1001, because we need to select to our selected point. So we also enter the same formula for generate the x coordinate for the y coordinate. So equals to RND random, then it has the open bracket, then we have to close the bracket and we press enter. Ta-da! Then you will see actually 1000 point random generate for us. So for the next row, we will calculate the square distance of the point from the origin. Then we will write x to the power of square plus y to the power of square. It's actually referred to our radius. This point is x squared plus y squared equals to r squared. After that, we need to do the previous step, because this is very important. Is avoid us to calculate the number that out of our 1001 row. So we need to write D2 colon D1001. After that, the column that we want are selected, and we insert the equation, which is we selected our B2, which is 0.16 is that point. Then we to the power of square plus C2, which refer to our y coordinate, which is 0.288428, and it will, then we press, I forget the power, to the power of 2, and we press enter. Then you see it is auto generated. After calculate this, we want to know whether the point is lie inside or lie outside the quarter of circle. So we need to do a question mark in the column E. We say inside the circle, we put a question mark. If inside the circle, then we will write a value 1, means that the point is inside the circle. while the value 0 means that the point is outside of the circle. We must justify this in Excel because the user don't know what we are going to do, because when your lecturer review, the lecturer also don't know why you write 1 in here, why you write 0 in here. So we must clearly state that what is the value 1 and 0 means. So let us type first in our Excel. Okay, now we want to do the previous procedure before. Oh no, now we need to make it clean first, make it is easy to see for us. After that, we will continue the procedure, which is E2, the column, E to the 1001, because we want to select the column that we want. After that, we will insert the equation. So we need gonna write equal if the value that we just now calculate, which is x to the power of square plus y to the power of square. Then we're gonna select the D2, which is 0.560542. Then we're gonna put if D2 is less than equals to 1, then the value for true is 1, means that it is inside the circle, while the value if false is 0, means that it's outside of circle. So we can see. So now we can actually see that the value of 91 something actually are showing that the point are lie inside of the circle. See that actually Excel is automatically help us to calculate the value whether the point is inside or outside the circle. So now we have to do the coordinate for x inside and y inside. If the point is inside, means that the x square plus y square is less than equals to 1, means that this is inside the circle. For this purpose, we need to build a scatter plot. So we're gonna write G2 column to G1001 because we want to select the column that we want. After that, we need to insert our equation, because if it is inside the circle, then the point should be lie in the column which as inside or y outside. If it is not belong to the x outside or y outside, it will become like NA, because it's not 11. So we need to type the equation in here. If that the column that we calculate is inside or outside the circle, then we select the column E2 is equals to 1. Then we put a comma. Then the B2 x coordinate will be selected. And we put also for a comma. And it is not relevant, we will put a NA. Means that the circle is belong to the inside and not belong to the outside. Then we have to close our bracket and put another close bracket. Then we press enter. It's actually help us automatically generate. So for the y inside, we also follow the same procedure. So let us select the column that we want. We put H2 colon H1001. After that, we will put the equation equal if, because we refer to the E2 right previous, so we're gonna write if our E2 is equals to 1, then we put a comma. After that, we're gonna select our y coordinate because y inside refer to our y coordinate. Then we're gonna put a comma. If not relevant, so we will just put a NA for this column also. So we're gonna put close bracket, then we press enter. Actually, it's more convenient because actually this we just need to enter the formula and the Excel will automatically help us to calculate it. So we need to do for the x outside also. X outside, y outside are the coordinate of random points that fall outside the quarter of circle, while the x squared plus y squared value is greater than 1. Then when it's greater than 1, in our E column it will show 0, means that it is outside of the circle. So we just follow the previous procedure that we do for x inside, then we will apply it to the x outside. Then we will put I2 colon I 1 0 and 1. After that, we need to insert our equation if we will select the E2 because actually E2 is very important because E2 is the value that shows us whether this point is lie inside or lie outside the circle. So we're gonna pick them again. If E2 equals to 0, why equals to 0? Because 0 is equal means that the point is lie outside the circle. Then we're gonna put a comma. Then we will go to select our x coordinate. Then our x coordinate actually is refer to the 0 point something like that. After that, if not relevant, we will just put NA for them, just like previous before. Then we're gonna, the bracket is important, you know. If the bracket is not put well, then maybe it's cause the equation is not function to us. So we will do also for the y outside. So let us come. So y outside is actually for the y. So actually you can see that we can see if for the row 1 we can see if the XL is 0.59 and the point is 0.67 and it is lie inside the circle. So these 2 points will belong to the x inside and the y inside. So for this we will continue our part. Then J2 we will pick until Z0, 1, 0 and 1 because we want to select the column that we want to use. We don't want to use another that outside of that. Then we're gonna insert our equation also same like the before that we learned for the y inside. So we're gonna put equals, then if we put refer to our E2 also. If E2 is equals to 0 means that the point is lie outside the circle, so the y coordinate will belongs to our y outside, not belong to y inside. Then the y inside will show NA. So for this row, we can see that the point actually is inside the circle, so they will belong to this column that's x inside and y inside. So comma, then we select the y coordinate point that we want. Then if not relevant, we will put what? We will put NA. Then we're gonna press the NA. Then we close the bracket and close the bracket for the one time, and we press enter. Actually, now it's all done. It's almost done. We are the pathway to do our Monte Carlo simulation. Because we have this point, we can do the scatter plot. The scatter plot, where the inside point will be plotted in the blue, when the outside point will plot in the red. This makes us easy to see which random point fall inside the circle on which do not. Now we're gonna do our x and y coordinate. Then we will construct a line. Then this line is to distinguish whether the point is light inside or light outside. Well, when the point is light outside, the point will be red color, and the point which is light inside will be blue color. Then later we're gonna construct a scatter plot. So now we do a line for the inside the graph first. So I set my x is equals to 0. After that, we're gonna this point is actually plus 0.01, and our x and y interval is in between 0 to 1. So we're gonna wait for me first. We press equals. We select the point before, which is L2, which is equals to 0, plus 0. We'll set this to be 0.01. So we can see the value is become to 0.01. So same that this procedure is actually same from for each other. So we will use the previous point and plus 0.0 equals to the new point. So for this row 4, we're gonna write L4 colon L. This is select to 102. So we put L1 0 2. I typo already. Sorry. Let me delete for a while first. Actually, is put L is 102. Please remind. Okay. After that, we will select the column that we want, because this is like from L4, L21, L02. Then after that, we're gonna insert the equation before. So wait, my Excel is a little bit slow. So you now see that it's actually are selected. So we're gonna insert our equation, which is L is equals to, we refer to the previous one, which is now we refer to our L3, which is 0.01. Then we plus 0.01. So 0.01 plus 0.01 equals to 0.02. So we will see that the point is actually 0.02. Then after that will become 0.03, 0.04 until it become 1. So we also follow this. Maybe it does not work for before, because I think it might have problem. So we do again. So we will write L5. Then we will put the colon. Wait, my Excel got problem, cannot type them. Wait. So I'm gonna press again. Then I'm gonna write L5. Okay, now can colon L1 0 and 2. Remember, L is until 1, 0 and 2 only. If the previous one is from L1, 1, 0. So we insert the equation, then we need to select the point before, which is now we refer to the L4, which is 0.02 plus 0.01. So we can 0.02 plus 0.01 is equals to 0.03. Now my Excel now is working already. Then the point is automatically calculated for me. So the y-axis also same, because I let so the y-axis we're gonna answer a little bit formula, because we're gonna write x square plus y square equals to 1. Then 1 is referred to our radius, right? So our y is actually equals to the square root 1 minus x squared. So we will put the first value as, we will select the column that we want first. Then we could put it also 102. So from this we can know that the y value actually is get from the x value before, then we plus some do some multiplication. Then we're gonna find some square root in our Excel sheet. We're gonna take square. We choose SQRT because SQRT represent the square root. Then open bracket. Then we will put 1 minus our x squared. So we will put select the row before, which is referred to the 0. Then we're gonna put the to the square. And we close the bracket. Then we press enter. So the Excel is automatically calculated for us, so we no need to worry. So we will go to the next level. For the next level, we're going to write our information. We're going to write information for total point inside of the circle, and we're going to estimate the value of the pi. So we can know that actually the total point that we use is 1000, because just now I also already mentioned that we use 1000. From 1000 point, I want to see whether the accuracy of the pi is high or is accurate or not. So we're gonna write our example. $1,000 row. So means that our point have 1000, right? Because just now we drag our n until 1000. So we write 1000. So we type, we make them become more neat and more clean first. Then we need to type 1000. So it's 1000. After that, we're gonna construct for the point which is inside the circle. So from here, we're gonna do some calculation. Then we're gonna do, because we need to refer back to our column E, because that our column E will tell that whether the point is inside or outside the circle. So wait for a moment. Then let me type first. So we're gonna use the formula equals to sum, because we want to know how many points are actually inside the circle. So we're gonna write sum. Then we're gonna refer to our E2. So just now our E2 is from E2 until E colon to the E1001, right? So we just let all of the value go in. Then the Excel will help us automatically to calculate it. then we close the bracket, then we press enter. From here we can note that actually there are 783 points are lie inside the circle. So for the next, we're gonna construct how to estimate the value of pi. So pi is approximate to the 4 with times in the inside divided by the total point. Why? Because the area of the circle is pi r square, while the area of a quarter of circle is pi r square over 4. So since the radius is over 1, so the quarter circle area is pi over 4, while the square area is 1 plus 1. So therefore, point inside divided by total point is equals to pi over 4. So to find pi, we multiply both sides by 4. So because the 4 is used to simulate, because the simulation only cover 1/4 of circle, then we multiply by 4, estimate the area to calculate the whole circle. So now we calculate for our pi. So we're gonna write 4. We're gonna write times with our sum then we will choose E2 to the column of E1, 0 and 1 because because the formula is 4 times inside. Inside means refer to the total point of the inside of the circle. After that, we will divide it by the total point. So our total point is 1000, right? So we will write count because count is refer to the point. We will write count. We will choose counter. Then we will type that the B2 then we will choose the x coordinate and until the B1001 because we refer to the 1000 point, right guys? After that, type, then we close the bracket, then we press enter. Ta-da! Then it is then we can see that for this data set the value is 3.144 for the value of the pi. So for next, we're gonna do our circle equation because our circle will let the radius of become as 1. So do we know that the circle equation? Yes, we know that because the circle equation is x squared plus y squared equals to r squared. Then we set our radius equals to 1, right? So we type x to the power of square, then we plus y to the power of square equals to 1. So after that, we have to let the y stay in the left hand side. Okay, now so we just stay like this. So actually for this, we are doing the Monte Carlo simulation for pi. This is scatter plot. Then you can see that we change the color for now. Then we will see the color for now is blue, means that the point is inside the color, and the orange means that the point is outside of circle. So just now we construct the circle line, right? The circle line actually represent the xy. So this we just this design for our graph. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Nice.